Boom, as Dave Van Auken would say, the red light is on. We are live. I got PFL welterweight 8-0 undefeated Thad Gene. My man, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm feeling great. I'm doing great, and God is great. So hey, I'm ready to get this 8-0 to a 9-0 soon. So let's keep going. Let's go.
Awesome, man. And before we talk about the future, I want to talk a little bit about the past, right? Started your MMA career as an amateur in 2017. What got you into the sport?
Honestly, it was a lot of things, but I honestly think it was God altogether with how long the story is and how it just came together. Honestly, I was playing football, hurt my knee doing football, constantly praying. I'm giving you the short end version of it, by the way. Constantly praying about like God, what should I do? I hate going to school. I mean, if I have to go to school, I'm gonna go to school. I'm not gonna be a loser. I gotta do something. So I was like, God, what should I do? And then one day my brother's friend introduced me into jujitsu, and I was like, and this is why my knees still hurt. I'm like, this is something I could do. My knee's not too bad. That's not too bad on my knee. It actually is very bad on your knee. But I go to jujitsu and I'm like, damn, this is great. I love this. I fell in love with it. And I think more towards the part of learning how to fight and always watching anime as a child and seeing, hey man, I can actually become like a character off of an anime that I love watching. So I just kept training, and then little by little, another a dude came through, and then he started teaching me how to strike, and then I was like, damn, this is even better. They told me, do I want to fight? I was like, why not? Went into it, had a fight. As soon as I got my hands raised, I fell in love with it, and I just never looked back since.
And here we are now, right? 8-0, and this fight is actually going to be where you've spent over half your career with the PFL, right? It's
Yeah.
your fifth fight with them. How's your experience been with the PFL so far?
Um, it's not been. I can't say I can't complain. I wish you wish you could be doing a lot more. With the whole way the whole setup is. I mean, I guess they have their own way of doing things. So I mean, can't knock it, but I wish fights were a little bit more frequent. But because of this tournament, I mean, I guess I can't complain there. I just have to just keep winning and keep fighting.
Absolutely. So with your next fight, you're fighting someone who's defeated a two-time PFL champion in Ray Cooper, right? And so if you get this win, what are you hoping to maybe accomplish and maybe put under your belt with this type of win?
Though before I even say that, let's go back. Ray Cooper is a great fighter. Was he at the time still a great fighter? Right? So, and he had a hard time finishing Ray Cooper while Ray Cooper was on his decline. Again, like I said, if Ray Cooper was in his prime, it would definitely been a different story. But Ray Cooper was on his decline and he had a hard time finishing out Ray Cooper. You've seen someone like Jason Jackson who definitely showed that hey, this is a real fight, and Ray Cooper couldn't keep up with Jason Jackson. So I'm thinking, I mean, this guy is nobody. It's not. I'm not saying he's nobody, but he's not someone for me to be like, oh Lord, he might be. He might be the first one to give me my one. I mean, I look at everybody the same way. You might be the first one to give me my one. The guy last week was supposed to be the first one to give me my one, but it's gonna be the same thing as soon as we walk in the cage. As soon as they lock the door behind us, it's you versus me. Let's get this working. Let's go. So I mean, there's no I beat this guy. I'm 10 times better. I'm constantly evolving. So I don't know.
Absolutely. And you have a very unique style, right? Because your counter striking is amazing, but on top of that, you also bring pressure, right? You're on the front foot a lot of the times. How do you do such a good job of balancing the two where we see other fighters struggle at doing one or the other?
I mean, I when you make people throw fights, throw punches, they get desperate. It's easier to counter that way. I've learned that it's easier to counter, and my reaction time is second to none when it comes to fighting. I believe, like I mean, just looking at my last fight with Chris Brown, where he is the most awkward fighter, throwing his kicks and punches from everywhere, and my reaction time, me being able to keep up with him, lets you know that I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything, and going against someone who's more of a how should I say, more of a technical fighter, it'd be even better on my end. It's even
Absolutely.
easier to lead that way.
Yeah, the Wild Man, your last fight out, he was throwing weird angles coming at you with
Yeah,
kicks on off tempos. So, like you said, the reaction
on the
time was
fall.
there. Exactly. So, it's been about 8 months, or it will be about 8 months since that fight till your next one, right?
Mhm.
How has that Gene grown as an athlete from that time to now?
I mean, I personally, I think Chris Brown gave me my best fight. My most fun fight. Honestly, I appreciate him. Sometimes I get ready. I'm like, damn, I should message him and tell him, like, send him like a little love letter. Like, no homo, of course. So like, yeah, like, he gave me my best fight. I'm like, I absolutely appreciate it, and that helped me to see that there is levels. There's like, even if you see someone and they may not be uh on video, like, oh, this guy. I mean, you watch Chris Brown on tape and you're like, okay, this guy is not touching me. But that's not how it always goes. And that same thing I'm going in for this my new opponent. I can't really say his name, Muknov, but um there's levels, and I want to make sure that I keep leveling up. So in the between the break time, it was just constantly me just, how do I get better, how do I get better, even though it's a long break time and you rather be in a cage getting more experience. You're still getting experience outside of the cage, making sure that with camps and everything like that. I mean, we're constantly training. I'm not the guy who only goes to training when I have a fight announcement. No, forget that. I'm training 24/7, 12 months out of the year.
Absolutely, and something that I saw just looking on your Instagram, you've put on some muscle, right?
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of a bigger boy. You got that grown man body coming in now.
Yeah,
So
exactly. There we go. I'm still young.
exactly, not even in your prime yet. So I mean, this is when really just came off the head. What does a prime Thad Gene look like? What would you ideally love to look like in your prime?
I don't even know. I don't even know. That's
Um,
how scary it is. I don't know. I can't tell you. People like, where are you headed? I don't see a limit. I don't know. It's constant growth. It's constant growth. That's what I said in one of my post fight interviews. If you looked at my last fight and you think that's how I am, you lost, because I'm 10 times better now. So I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly trying to evolve. I'm constantly trying to, how do I get ahead? How do I get ahead? How do I get ahead? Don't think that because you won your last fight, you're some shit now. No, brother. Someone is looking at you and someone's coming up thinking about how to beat you. So you cannot be that same guy. You have to evolve. And that's how I'm constantly thinking. So I don't know where my peak is, or where
we don't know where the peak is. The peak is it may be here, it may be on the black screen, but yeah, I mean, if you guys watch that Gene, he's someone that's developed every single fight. You can see him grow, right? He's just one of those fighters that you can see fight to fight continue to develop, as he lost in there for a little bit, but he's coming up fighting not actually next weekend. It is coming up. It's going to be for the PFL welterweight. It's going to be on Thursday, April 1st, I believe is the date. So make sure you guys, or April 3rd, for PFL. It's going to be the first one of the season as we got him back there.
oh damn, my bad.
No, you're good. But essentially, you were just saying, we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah.
Is kind of how we're going to see where that prime goes with that side of things. So, with your rise with everything, you've had a cult following with the Silverback Nation behind you. So, first off, where does the Silverback name come from? And then also, how did that support really come about?
Honestly, the silverback came from a dream I had. I was like, who, like I'm now, Dad. I talked to God. I'm saying, Dad, hey, Dad. Now that I'm in this new journey of my life, like, who am I? Like, what is my beast? What is caged up in me? And I honestly, I had this dream, a lucid dream, and I was uh, with these two walking, and these I'm looking to my side, and I see these two gorilla, silverback gorillas, and a albino one, and there's a black one, and I'm like, I'm the silverback. Literally came about like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm the silverback. And then my supporters, honestly, it comes from just me. Just, I think it's just my charisma, my how charismatic I am with being able to connect with people, and then people seeing that I do put it in the work. I don't just talk. I put in the work. I'm constantly putting in the work, trying to kill myself, to level up myself. Just like you were saying about Dragon Ball Z. I mean, they get better when they lose. I mean, they're going in these time chambers. I'm going into just trying to make sure I dog myself out, boss, and then just getting better constantly. And people see that, and then they believe in it. And I'm 8-0, so people are on the right train. It's not a bandwagon. They're on the right train, and we're taking it to I don't know where, but it's not stopping.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely hopped on Silverback Nation when you were at the Challenger Series with that. So, uh,
Appreciate you.
oh,
Remember
100%,
talking to me about too about it.
Oh, absolutely, and Kenley as well, right? So he
Feeling's
was
great,
someone
man.
that fought recently, I think 7 in a row, he's still at this point. So,
Yeah.
are you still at Fight, Deerfield Beach? Like, is that where
Yeah,
you're
man.
currently?
Honestly, we're a dog of a team. Honestly, like we're getting we're just growing as a team. Everyone is just people are starting to come through too. It's starting to grow as a team. We're starting to get more people, and people are starting to come through and realize, hey, man, these guys aren't playing around. They're not fight camp type of team. They're not. You only come when it's fight. No, bro. If you're not coming year round, you can't train with us. If you're not here like it's a job, like it's a career, you cannot train with us. We're not playing with here and there type of fighters. If you have an ego, you can't train with us. We're trying to get each other better, and this is brotherhood. And iron sharpens iron, and we're all just aiding each other out over there. It's a big team. It's a great team.
100%. Any, up and comers off the top of your head that you wanna kinda put some shine on?
My boy Scooter, he's actually Eddie Edric Clark. He's fighting 2 days after me on Saturday at Combat Night, which is a nice regional scene here in Orlando that they have a pro. And he honestly is the next one up, bro. He is a dog. Honestly, he's I call him like the prodigy. He is a beast, man. Honestly, he off the top of my head, he's a young one coming up, and I think that he is definitely gonna make some light. And then when my boy Matt goes pro, once he gets settled into his amateur, and once he goes pro, my boy Gertie Matthew, he's definitely also gonna go up and go big at this too.
Awesome. Couple good names coming out of Fight Sport Deerfield Beach out there. You guys got a great team. Now, as far as this fight goes, last question about the fight itself. It can go 100 ways, right? I'm sure you visualized it many times,
Yeah.
many different situations. What is your prediction for the fight? How do you see it going?
I don't see it going. I think I will catch him. I will catch his rhythm. I'll catch his after I slow him down in the first round. First half of the round, I'll catch his rhythm. If I don't finish it in the second half of the first round, I won't let it go past the second round. I think that I'll finish him within the second half of the first round or the second round.
That Gene getting that finish in his next
Not
fight coming up.
cocky, not cocky. I'm
Just
being honest.
confident.
I'm being confident. I'm being honest.
Absolutely. There's a difference with that. So last little one I want to talk about before we head out here. You did mention you're a big anime fan, right?
Huge
So
anime fan.
top
Animes
three.
actually this season were trash. The only good anime this season, honestly, was Solo Leveling, and I mean, I think that's everyone's favorite anime this season.
Absolutely. So what is your top three overall? Like what is your favorite top three? I agree, solo
Top
leveling's definitely been the best this year, but overall.
top three. Okay, One Piece is always my number one. One Piece is always my number one. Okay, top three is crazy. Okay, One Piece always my number one. I'm gonna say Hunter x Hunter would be top, but I need to see how it finishes. I hate the way it finished.
Mhm. I agree.
Um, let's go with Bleach was cool, but I feel like the way Bleach was. I feel like Bleach's fight scenes are definitely number one for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. If you don't say Bleach's fight scenes are number one, then you're tripping. Um, I'll say Bleach is up there. I'll also say, hmm, uh, How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is up there. Kingdom. I don't know if you ever watched that. It's Kingdom anime. It's probably that's probably my top three. I would say One Piece, How I Got Reincarnated as Slime, Naruto, of course. I feel like that's like just always because Naruto's already finished. It's already there. Dragon Ball is already there. Um, Bleach is already there. One Piece is already there. But I'm gonna say One Piece because One Piece is still going and it's always my favorite. Um, How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And then last but not least, let's see, number three. Sorry, this is hard. This is hard. Um,
Hardest question of the day.
right? What did I was saying something in there, I just forgot what anime I like. Um, number three. And Kingdom. Kingdom. Because these are all still ongoing animes. I'm gonna say One Piece, Slime, and Kingdom.
No, that's a
Top
good
three.
list. Yeah, for me, number one, I mean, I always go, like you said,
100%.
Naruto. is up there
Naruto.
for me.
I feel like Naruto's already on his in his own like One Piece Naruto because his finish is already in its own category. But for
Yeah,
sure,
I agree. Naruto, also Dragon Ball Z, all the games were
yeah,
amazing too with growing up. But outside of that, Attack on Titan, one of my top tier
Attack on Titan for
favorites as
sure.
well. Death Note's up there,
Yeah,
so
I didn't
those
want. I
are
didn't finish Death Note. I was like, this is gonna be dumb. I didn't want to finish it. I don't know why. I just Death Note was the one I never finished. All right, keep going.
yeah, and then after that, I'm also like there's quite a couple ones. Solo Leveling's been like you said really good lately.
Yeah,
I'm a big Doctor Stone fan. I think that's a very underrated one.
that's when I still haven't gotten on it myself. I'm only on episode 4. So
Yeah, so
get on.
there's a lot of good ones, but like I said, those top three, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto are just kind of the timeless ones. But
Yeah,
AOT, Death Note, Demon Slayer, I think they have the best pure animation, as far as just visuals. So
yeah.
I can
Demon Slayer is
easily
great.
put them as there as well. So Thad, man, I appreciate your time, my man.
Thank you, bro.
Final words for your fans, anybody that may be watching.
Hey, Silverback Nation, there is no limit to what we are going to be doing this year. We got one fight, and they gave us a good one. They gave us a good bracket side. I love this side of the bracket that I'm on. I mean, I beat this guy in Jesus' name, and then I go against maybe Jason Jackson, and that's a banger of a fight. So hopefully he wins his fight as well. But hey, we're going all the way to the top. I've already said it since the beginning. I started off as an alternate, but I operate on faith in Jesus Christ, and I already knew I was going to be in this tournament. So I've already visualized that I was the tournament winner of this year, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Tune in, ESPN Plus. Me going against forgot his name. God bless him. Makanov, God bless him again. April 3rd on Thursday. It's a weird day. It's a weird day. I don't know why it's a Thursday, but it's a Thursday. So make sure you don't miss out. Make sure you tune in and let's ride this train all the way to the top.
Oh yeah, would absolutely love to see that. That Gene versus Mahmoud Burkamov coming up next Thursday, like you said. I would love to see that. Haiti versus Jamaica. Put it in the Caribbean country. Let us see a
Yeah.
fight get done out there. I appreciate your time, my man. Good luck next week, and I'll see you there live.
Thank you, Jonathan. Have a great day, brother.
You as well.
Oos.